Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island. Team finds a coin on Lot 5 and a massive cavity at the Money Pit. This week on The Curse of Oak Island, the Fellowship got to work on Lot 5 and immediately started finding artifacts, including an ancient coin. And at the Money Pit, the team was perplexed by a massive, unnatural-looking cavity at 150 feet below the surface. There were a lot of different things happening on last night's episode, as the guys constantly investigated new avenues of exploration. The main focus and expense for this season was supposed to be the exploration of the garden shaft, but with that project bogged down in government bureaucracy, the Lagina brothers needed to determine what else they could afford to do to keep things moving. The biggest point of news this week was the acquisition of Lot 5, a 4-acre area on the north side of the island that previously belonged to treasure hunter Robert Young. Over the years, Young discovered numerous artifacts including old coins and buttons, but the area had remained frustratingly out of reach to the Fellowship. Now Rick Lagina compared his excitement to getting the keys to the family car at 16 years old. Gary Drayton wasted no time in hunting for treasure on Oak Island's Lot 5. Gary Drayton was itching to get out to Lot 5 to begin the hunt, and his metal detector started pinging almost immediately. Gary, aided by Rick and Laird Niven, soon pulled 2 old tools, perhaps chisels, out of the ground. Lot 5 has never been inhabited, and no buildings are known ever to have existed there, so the discovery of any human tools will always lead to questions about what happened in the area in the past. However, the real excitement came later when Gary unearthed part of a coin. He determined it to be an old handcrafted coin and speculated that it had been cut in half because that was how change was given in the past. Gary was also hopeful it was made of silver. Back at the interpretative center, the coin was placed in the XRF machine to determine its chemical makeup. Unfortunately, it was not silver. It was a copper coin made with arsenical bronze, which is interesting because arsenical bronze was largely phased out in the 16th century. It may not be Bravo Tango, the guy's code for buried treasure, but it's certainly very interesting. The coin is made from the same material as the barter token discovered a few weeks ago on the nearby Lot 7. This means 2 objects, both at least 500 years old, were discovered in close proximity to each other. Team investigates mysterious underground cavity in the Money Pit area. Another interesting area on last night's show was the massive cavity at the bottom of the L15 borehole in the Money Pit area. In the last couple of weeks, the guys discovered a huge cavity/void at approximately 150 feet, along with what appeared to be an opening to a possible tunnel or chamber. This week, the team sent down a sonar detector in an attempt to map the area. They discovered that the cavity is linear in shape and is at least 30 feet long. It lies just above the bedrock in limestone, and the guys can't think of how it could have occurred naturally. The team was also intrigued to learn that the cavity lies at the same depth as the infamous chapel vault. This is something that will need to be investigated further. Unfortunately, the guys have neither the time nor the money for a full-scale dig of the area this season, but it's definitely a case of watch this space. The air was thick with anticipation as the team on The Curse of Oak Island gathered around the newly excavated site on Lot 5. The morning sun cast long shadows over the island, creating an eerie atmosphere that seemed to whisper secrets of the past. Rick and Marty Lagina, along with their dedicated crew, had been chasing the elusive treasure for years, driven by the legends and mysteries that shrouded the island. The metal detector's beeping grew more insistent, drawing everyone's attention. Gary Drayton, the seasoned metal detectorist, knelt down, carefully brushing away the soil. His experienced hands revealed a glint of metal. "It's a coin," he exclaimed, holding up the small, round object. The team crowded closer, eyes wide with curiosity and excitement. Jack Begley, ever the optimist, took the coin and inspected it under the magnifying glass. "This looks old," he murmured, tracing the worn edges and faint markings. "But the question is, how old?" The coin was unlike any they had found before. Its design was intricate with symbols that seemed to hint at a story long forgotten. Alex Lagina quickly took photographs to send to experts for analysis. The find was promising, a tangible link to the island's storied past. As they moved on from Lot 5, the excitement of the coin discovery lingered in the air, fueling their determination. The team knew they were getting closer, that every find was a piece of the puzzle leading them to the island's ultimate secret. Their next target was the infamous Money Pit, a site that had swallowed fortunes and dreams alike for over 2 centuries. Eling rig roared to life, its mechanical rhythm echoing through the dense woods. The team watched in tense silence as the drill bit into the earth, layer by layer. They had chosen this spot based on recent sonar scans that suggested a significant anomaly deep underground. Weeks of planning and countless hours of research had led them to this moment. "Hold up. We're hitting something," the driller called out. The machine came to a halt, and the crew sprang into action. They carefully extracted the core sample, revealing a strange mixture of soil and voids. It was as if the ground beneath them had been disturbed, tampered with by hands unknown. Rick Lagina leaned in, his face a mask of concentration. "This is it," he said quietly. "We're on to something big." The team resumed drilling, and soon, the drill punched through into empty space. They had found a massive cavity. Cameras and lights were quickly lowered into the darkness, revealing a vast, open chamber. The walls were lined with wooden beams, clearly man-made and ancient. "What are we looking at?" Marty Lagina asked, his voice filled with awe. "It's like a hidden chamber," Craig Tester replied, eyes fixed on the monitor. "This could be part of the original Money Pit structure, or maybe something even older." The camera panned across the chamber, revealing a jumble of debris and artifacts. Broken pieces of pottery, metal fragments, and what looked like parts of old machinery were scattered across the floor. Discovery was monumental, providing physical evidence of human activity far below the surface. "This changes everything," Rick said, turning to the team. "We need to get down there and see what else we can find." Plans were quickly made to send a team down into the cavity. The thrill of discovery was tempered by the need for caution. The unstable ground and potential traps meant they had to proceed carefully. As they prepared the equipment, the weight of history seemed to press down on them. They were not just treasure hunters. They were explorers, uncovering a story that had been buried for centuries. Descent into the cavity was slow and methodical. As the team reached the bottom, their lights cut through the darkness, revealing the full extent of the chamber. It was larger than they had imagined, a sprawling underground vault that seemed to stretch on indefinitely. Gary Drayden's voice crackled over the radio. "There's something over here." He pointed to a corner where a faint glint caught his eye. The team moved in, carefully clearing away the debris. What they found left them speechless. Embedded in the earth was a chest, its surface encrusted with age but unmistakably ancient. The lock was rusted, but the craftsmanship was exquisite. It was a relic from another time, a silent witness to the island's long and mysterious history. Rick Lagina knelt beside the chest, running his fingers over the weathered wood. "This could be it," he whispered, hardly daring to believe. "The treasure of Oak Island." With trembling hands, they pried the chest open, revealing a trove of artifacts. Coins, jewelry, and ornate objects glittered in the lamplight, each piece a testament to the island's hidden wealth. Among the treasures was a parchment, fragile and yellowed with age. Written in a script they couldn't immediately decipher, it hinted at a deeper mystery yet to be unraveled. The discovery of the chest and the cavity was a turning point, a moment that validated years of effort and sacrifice. As they stood in the underground chamber, surrounded by the echoes of the past, the team knew they were part of something much larger than themselves. The curse of Oak Island had not yet been fully broken, but the secrets it guarded were slowly coming to light. The island, with all its enigmas and legends, had revealed another piece of its puzzle, and as the team emerged into the daylight, holding the artifacts that had lain hidden for centuries, they felt a renewed sense of purpose. The journey was far from over, but the path was clearer now, illuminated by the discoveries they had made. The curse of Oak Island continued to weave its spell, drawing them deeper into its mysteries. And with each step, they were determined to uncover the truth, to finally unlock the secrets that had eluded so many before them.